The bear drowned in the lake. What this guy did just makes me shudder. Black bears are the most common bear species found in North America. These bears can grow to be quite large, with males reaching weights of over 600 pounds occasionally. Despite their size, black bears are surprisingly agile and can move quickly when they need to. They are excellent climbers and often climb trees to avoid predators, threats, or find food. Another impressive ability of black bears is their swimming. Bears are excellent swimmers and can easily cross large bodies of water, including rivers and lakes. Black bears have large paws and strong legs that help them push them through the water. They also have world-class endurance, capable of running or swimming at high speeds for miles. But this bear has a unique set of problems. He was drugged. One often wonders what prompts great men into action to perform feats of daring without a thought for their own well-being. Some of us may never know, but many will feel the effect of their heroism, including a near 400-pound Floridian black bear. In 2008, a resident bear in Florida's Osceola National Forest had come into the spotlight and had a bit of an adventure after wandering to a nearby residential area at Alligator Point. The bear probably smelled something delicious brewing over the next hill that required investigating. A true amateur, the bear was caught red-handed shuffling through someone's trash. Wildlife authorities were called to handle the matter. True to their standard protocol of subduing any wild animal caught in a residential area, they shoot at the bear with a tranquilizer dart. However, that's where this story deviated from standard procedure. The bear was hit with a dart, but it didn't work fast enough. The bear began wandering away, confused and probably visually impaired as it was headed towards open water. Before long, the bear was at the water's edge and then fell in. As the bear was pulled further away from the shore, it struggled to swim back, but the tranquilizers had already started to kick in. Enter the hero of this tale, Adam Warwick, a Florida biologist and part-time animal savior, to show us the meaning of bravery. It takes a special type of person to see a 400-pound bear drowning and immediately decide to save it. In any other situation, the bear could have had him for lunch easily. But Warwick, who worked with the Wildlife Commission, was confident that it wasn't going to be the case, so he sprang into action and swam out to meet the bear. The bear had the fight knocked out of him by this time and could only struggle to keep his giant head above the water. With quick, fluid strokes, Warwick made his way to the bear and hooked his arm around its neck, without even flinching at its size and strength. The bear, who could barely move at this point, struggled to cling on to Warwick to keep afloat. Working quickly and calmly, Warwick began to drag the bear to shore. A 400-pound bear is no rag doll, but the brave biologist just kept swimming towards shore with the almost immobile bear, whose head kept ducking under the water. Warwick had to cross a distance of over 25 yards to reach land, but he managed it successfully to the applause of the crowd that had gathered to help. Warwick was hoisted to land, but the bear proved too heavy to lift, so they had to procure a tractor bucket that transferred it to a waiting transport vehicle. The bear was eventually carted off to his home at the nearby national forest, but not before Warwick said goodbye. "I got in front of him, tried to create some splashing and some sort of commotion, and tried to get him to go back to shore," Warwick explained. "But he wasn't having any of that. The scariest part was probably when he decided. He started looking at me as if he wanted to climb up on me to keep from drowning, and at one point, he reared up on his hind legs, so I'm looking at a 6.5-foot tall bear. Instead of lunging forward, he fell straight back and was submerged for a couple of seconds, and that's kind of when I moved in." Bears are inquisitive animals and will go out of their way to inspect noises, odors, and objects to determine if they are edible or can be played with. Most times they stand up on their hind legs to get more information and better position their senses of sight, smell, and hearing. This move is often considered to be a sign of aggression, but it is actually curiosity. Bears are known to wander in search of new smells or to forage for food, but they're not necessarily dangerous when they do this, since they can become accustomed to people just like they do to other bears. They're also not territorial, and they can share home ranges just like people. It is also not uncommon to see bear families, usually a few bear cubs and a mother, wandering around as they search for food in new hunting grounds. So, if you happen upon a bear, keep your distance and know that it will do the same. However, there are several different strategies you can use if you ever feel threatened by the presence of a bear, including: never try to outrun a grizzly bear since they can run much faster than humans. Never attempt to climb a tree to get away from a black bear because they're natural climbers. Play dead or stay in a fetal position for at least 20 minutes if near a grizzly bear. It's important to note that defense strategies are different depending on the bear. Before trekking into natural reserves and camping spots, research the possibilities of encountering bears and the best response to take in that situation. If you like this video, please share.